Hey there, my lovely Ascension Pioneers. How are you doing? It's been a while since I appeared here. There's a reason for that, and let me get to this later. Let me first say happy Valentine's Day for all of you, to all of you, not in a commercial kind of way, but love, pure eternal love, which is all that is within all that is. So, wishing you a beautiful heart energy within your sacred heart space. So my day today was amazing because I got another present, and it was today on Valentine's Day. My brother of light sent me a message and he said, I'm sending you boxes of cameras, so happy Valentine's Day, Polona. And I'm thinking, what's he talking about? And this is the brother of light who sent me my first web camera so that I started recording my videos in better quality. And then the doorbell rang right after I read his message, which was a weird synchronicity. And he sent me this beautiful sporty Kodak camera. So now I'll be able to record my videos in nature as I'm going to go to my mountains as well. I don't know which is that a good or bad thing because, taking my workspace with me, well, okay, this is the subject of today's video. I would like to talk to you about simplifying your lives because this is what is happening to all of us, to me as well. This was meant to be a short video because I'm still on my Polona retreat, spending time with myself, really feeling to withdraw my energy from anything that is now being called to, be under this great retrospection and seeing things. And of course, this probably coincides also with the Mars retrograde in my Virgo sign. So everything is flowing as it should be, as it always is, in our evolution of remembrance of who we truly are as divine love. So I wanted to speak about this subject of simplifying our lives because this is so um, intensely happening with many of us. Why I wasn't guided to record any videos for more than a week now was because I was just pushed to this space of void again, which is what I described in some of my earlier videos. And I said we're going, like in this waves. It's like a spiral movement, but it's coming and going in waves. And we are being crushed and bombarded with this new intense energies and that hit us. And we like catapult into this new, enthusiastic, exciting energy. And then we kind of like we feel that we fall down. We don't, because actually we never take steps backwards. We're only moving forwards. But sometimes we come at a certain period where at a certain timeline, because as we know, we're multidimensional and there's many timelines now meeting inside of us because we are this portal of light. And as these timelines are moving within us and meeting and things are occurring within us, that new multidimensional aspects of ourselves are becoming known to us through feeling. And we come at this stage when we feel that something does not resonate anymore because we are always at whatever, cross reference point, like this crossroads that we come to, we are choosing timelines where to go next. It's like a web, as I say. There are these spots that we come to, and we're choosing timelines. I'm not saying this, what I'm saying right now, I did not write it anywhere. It's just coming through me as I'm trying to explain what's happening to all of us. So we're choosing those timelines, and it's up to us to truly feel, sometimes to really choose wisely because there is no wrong decisions, but in a way to feel ourselves. What is aligned, best aligned with our highest integrity within that now moment, within our current awareness evolution. It's good to really withdraw the energy from what might be familiar to us, what is known. Let me give you my own example because this is what I usually try to do and describe here in my videos. I've been doing things as I've been doing them, and I had a few people say to me, "Oh, you give so much. You kind of look energetically tired in a way, like your energy dropped." And I felt this before they said it to me. That's why I was guided to withdraw. And last week, I wasn't guided to even do anything. I took a book, I tried to read it, I just couldn't, it's like my mind needed to not be influenced by anything coming from the external world at all, at all. I was just sitting in my bed and looking at the ceiling in certain instances. So this is good because what we do, sometimes we are acting from something that is familiar to us. So if I'm alone and for instance, I'm guided to always share certain things and record videos and write postings and, share with others. And I'm used to doing that. What I do is I energetically align with that again, and I do it again and again and again. And what we do, we cause this inner stagnation within us. It's like this point of stagnancy. We kind of actually are under stress while we do that. It's like something that keeps repeating over and over and over again, like a used up record. It's like a routine within us. And while we do that, that's why I say many people don't even know how to be alone, how to truly be with themselves. Just sit there. They do it in the meditation while they meditate, but just be, not even meditate. Just look, just be. That is the most difficult thing for people to do, to just be. Still, what do I need to do to just be? They might ask. You don't need to do anything. It's not always easy because in this nothingness, this vortex space that we are, we can just feel ourselves. And sometimes that scares us because we are just guided to at least, take a book, do that, watch a video, something like that. But at that point, something is telling us, no, keep the void. Because while we are in the void, we are within our own vortex space. And we're within this higher self space so that these higher spirit energies can be channeled through us. At that certain time and space, it might seem like, what is this? I feel like I'm losing ground beneath my feet. I'm not guided to do anything. I can't even read a book. What's wrong with me? Those who are not aware what is happening sometimes will think that there's something wrong, but there's never anything wrong. But things just need to be felt in order for us to recognize what no longer works. So if we cannot be in this silent void space with ourselves alone, we cannot do that because we seem to grab things, we want to grab hold of things that are familiar and known. So what was, going on with me was I was always guided to do something, record, share. And at that certain time and space, I forgot, I also have my personal life. And I say everything is intertwined, it is, but we are all still living in earth polarity. And we need to know that of course, we all need to have a healthy set of boundaries. We all have a system of things that, we kind of separate, which is our, more public life, which is our more personal life. We don't share everything with everyone. It's how it is. I am very open. I share most of my things, but I do keep a segment of my life that is just my own. And at a certain point in space and time, continuum, I felt really guided to just withdraw even from that because I kept going in circles, giving, giving, giving. And I kind of like, for a moment, everything is as it should be as well, of course. But in that moment, I kind of forgot for a bit. There's very short time fractions here when we literally think in time terms here on Earth. It's for a very short period. It's like a fractal. You kind of disconnect from truly, just what do you want? What do you want to create? For instance, when you start doing videos or posting things, when you withdraw your energy from that for a while, you see how many people miss you, how many people have become used to you, what you share, what you give out. Say, wow, is this supposed to be now something that is regular? Things like that. But nothing is regular and everything is changing. And for instance, when after a week, I posted something and I said to my family of light on Facebook and on my page, I said, well, at that moment, I'm not guided to do anything. I'm just spending my own time in nature. I'm withdrawing my energy from many things. I deleted Facebook groups that people added me to and many different things. And I got a few responses saying, no, 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 where are you going? No, please don't go. Will I ever, see you? Or things like that. And I'm like, who said anything about leaving Ascension Pioneers or stop doing what I'm doing? No, it's about, we are our mission. It's not a separate thing. So while we shift, which is natural, we're constantly shifting every day. Sometimes these shifts are more profound, more deep, more drastic, so to say, and sometimes they're more subtle because everyday shift is more subtle. And sometimes there are these time periods, like full moons, new moons, solstices, things like that. These solar events also, and these shifts are felt more deeply. So when we shift that way, of course, it's good for us. It's crucial for us to withdraw for a while to see what needs to shift, what no longer really resonates with my highest authenticity. Because the more we shift, the more our authentic self is being revealed to us, naturally. So we need to keep steady on that. And if we don't, who's going to, do the groundwork? It has to be us. It has to be from us, by us, for us. So that's how we do it. And that is why I was guided to do that. And it's good to see that people miss you and that they love your things that you bring forth. But you need to know every wanderer being, every being of light that is a visitor here on earth, that is a volunteer soul, so to say. I say ascension pioneers. They are here, and what they do the most, how they shift things the most, is with their energy. As I say, it is never so much about words, sharings, talkings. The energy, the love frequency, your authentic vibration does the most light working. And it's not in what you do or say. It's good. All those things matter. And sometimes, people say, oh, you've changed my life with what you shared. Things like that makes me happy. I know it makes all of you who do the same or similar happy as well, to see how we are interchanging in our love frequency. But to be defined by what we do and say this is only our mission, this is all that I have to do, it's not good for us, because we need to simplify our life and also be aware that only our love frequency does the most. Sometimes you're just being in your vortex space and you see things happening around you and people giving you that feedback, and you get feedback and messages from spirit about what you do in constant confirmations as well. And this makes you know that you are on the right path, and this path is constantly shifting because you are shifting. And this is what's happening now. It's going to keep happening for the entire year, because we're going to be revealing our more authentic self. And authentic as organic is the only way to go, because once you awaken to yourself, you cannot go back. It's not a thing you can say, oh, yes, please, or oh, no, thank you. I'm good. You just can't. But I met this new friend, and while we were sitting talking here, he said, yeah, he said, Polona, it's good. You, as a wanderer soul, as a volunteer, you have a mission, but it's not always just about the divine will and divine mission. It's also about what you desire here while you're still having an earthly experience. And this is true, because I was watching this group channeling of Cassandra. I won't go into that, what that is. Do your own research if you're guided to. But there's this woman channeling consciousness called Cassandra, White Brotherhood. And they've been saying the same thing, basically, that, we need to balance our experience here on Earth. And many souls that have been here for ages or eons of time have sometimes had what we call here in polarity also very negative experiences, more difficult experiences. And now we need to balance them out. And that's why we always, when we leave, because this is a place of visitation, we need to also say, yes, I've been experiencing this great earthly beauty. I've been bathing in deep Gaia seas. I've been climbing the highest mountain peaks, which is what I'm doing, and cross-country skiing now. This is amazing as well. So this is the balancing, this is the great balancing. And the more we have this inner retrospection time, we see that we are not just what we do. I'm not a person who records videos and makes postings and shares her visions and thoughts and spirit guidance. It's not just who I am. And the most profoundly I get to feel myself when I'm out in Gaia. And these days, last week was more like a week of total cleansing and just debunking all that is not authentic, just clearing out like this grand void. And every time, the more deeper that I go myself into the shift, the grander this void feels. And I'm thinking, oh my God, will I make it through this void? And of course, I make it every single time, and we all do. And this week is more about the experience. It's more about, what does Polona want? What do I want? And I go in nature. I spend my time for hours cross-country skiing, which was a prayer that was answered through spirit. There was no snow here. There was tons of snow in lower southern countries such as Bosnia and Serbia, but there was no snow in Slovenia. So recently, this weekend, it has finally snowed, and I was able to cross-country ski ever since Sunday, and I've been doing it every day, and it energizes me because our bodies are shifting and they need more exercise, more pure, fresh air. Our diets are changing. I've been eating in a vegan kind of way, but there are certain things that were imbalanced for me as well. While I was out in nature, while I was withdrawing my energy from what was not really felt at that time, I was guided to be with myself and truly see what does work for me. And I got some answers and guidelines about my diet, what I need to shift, why do I have the sensitivities as a, I have these sensitivities of a crystal child, so to say. And I got those answers. So while we are shifting, we need those time periods, and we need to know that there doesn't have to be just extremes from to the next. Sometimes at the beginning it might seem so because we're stretching like a rubber band, but then we're coming into this great wholeness, into unity, into balance. And there we will see that the more we shift, the more balanced all can seem, the less difficult these transitions will seem. And, for instance, first these peaks and valleys are going to seem like a high multitude. It's like from the highest top to the highest low, but then they're going to get, more balanced until they'll be like tiny ocean waves, like ripples, like that. This is what's happening basically energetically right now. And the more we really withdraw from what is no longer authentic, the more we can anchor the new, and we actually see new experiences coming our way as well. We see things shifting, new opportunities come, new ways of thinking. This is also very important because sometimes we just get into this stagnant paradigm. And let's face it, all of us on this path, which is all of us, just some are doing more consciously, we are shifting every day. And what might have worked yesterday might not have worked, might not work now or tomorrow, especially. So I hope you're all enjoying your beautiful favorite time as how you like to spend it as well, and know how to balance it out with your mission. And that's why I say it is so important to feel that the mission is not a separate thing from you. It is you. It is all that you do. Even when I go cross country skiing, I'm doing my mission because my vibrations are high and I am influencing the entire field, the entire energy, also of the collective. And a lot is happening in the higher spiritual realms, which some call the quantum realms, in the more scientific approach, but it is happening there on the highest planes and also here. And of course, truth is multi-layered, multifaceted, and this is who we are. And the more that we shift, the more we have those introspections and withdrawals, the more we see ourselves as exactly that, as how we truly are in spirit nature. So wishing you all a beautiful week. I'll talk to you again very soon when I'm divinely guided to. And I hope you have a beautiful February wherever you are. So enjoy, my beautiful Ascension Pioneers. Bye-bye.